We have the answer. President Trump has finally revealed the sources for the most troublesome tweet of his presidency. This is the tweet. Terrible. Just found out that Obama had my wires tapped in Trump Tower just before the victory. Nothing found. This is McCarthyism. So the New York Times report that Donald Trump read, which he says provoked his tweet 6 weeks later, says that his FBI director, Comey, is in charge of this investigation. Donald Trump didn't ask the FBI director about it. In this case, the New York Times was good enough for the President of the United States, even though he said tonight that same New York Times is, his words, dishonest media. The other source you heard Donald Trump cite was Bret Baier on Fox News the very night before Donald Trump sent out his tweet. And here is how Bret Baier provoked that tweet according to Donald Trump.
If you recall, President Obama asked the intelligence community after the election to canvass all the intelligence and give a report to Congress on what Russia did do and all their interactions. And in that report, nobody alleged that there was a person in America, like a Trump campaign official, involved with the Russians on this. So if they would have found that, you think they would have put that in the report that they gave us in early January.
Right, but there's a report that June 2016, there's a FISA request by the Obama administration, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, to monitor communications involving Donald Trump and several other campaign officials. Then they get turned down, and then in October they renew it, and they do start a wiretap at Trump Tower with some computer and Russian banks, and it doesn't show up anything by reporting. Have you heard that?
Well, again, and like I said, none of us in Congress or anybody that I know in Congress has been presented with evidence to the contrary of what you just said.
So you believe it to be true?
Yeah, that we have seen no evidence that anybody in this campaign or any other American was in on it with the Russians to meddle in our elections. We know they meddled. Russia's an adversary, and that's something we have to work to counteract.
I got it. But my point is that the Obama administration was pretty aggressive. I have a couple of FISA requests.
No, I hear your point. But I'm saying, but I've seen nothing of that. I've seen nothing come of that. That's my point.
Okay.
So Bret Baier checks the idea of wiretapping Trump Tower with Paul Ryan. And Paul Ryan, who says he received a complete brief on all of this in January, Paul Ryan says, nope, no evidence of that. And Donald Trump's watching. Now, who are you going to believe if you're Donald Trump? Bret Baier's question or Paul Ryan's answer?